Something remarkable is happening. Around 37,000 manufacturing jobs have disappeared in the US, the result of tariffs, restricted energy, and heavy dependence on Canadian goods. Let's take a closer look at the regions most tied to Canada. One border region serves as America's northern energy gateway. In 2024, over 90% of its imports came from Canada, more than 7 times the national average. Crude oil flows south through pipelines from Alberta, while natural gas connects directly to homes and businesses. Nearly a quarter of local electricity comes from Canadian hydropower, while lumber, pulp, wheat, canola, and beef dominate cross-border trade. More than 300,000 truck trips a year carry Canadian goods into this area, underscoring its dependence. Any restriction on Canadian exports would immediately raise fuel and electricity costs and disrupt supply chains. Further east, another region depends on Canada for more than 70% of its imports. Seafood, lobster, snow crab, cod, and salmon feeds local processing plants that export to Europe and Asia. Hydropower from Quebec covers a quarter of winter consumption, while propane and heating oil from across the border keep rural homes warm. Lumber and pulp flow directly into paper mills, while bridges and ports link production hubs on both sides. If Canada imposed quotas or raised tariffs, seafood processors, paper mills, and local jobs would face immediate risk. In a smaller, less populated area, the economy relies on Canadian raw materials and tourism. Local food producers, breweries, and dairies depend on Canadian grains, barley, and sugar. Nearly 40% of international visitors come from just across the border, filling ski resorts, hotels, and restaurants. Hydropower and construction inputs also flow in daily. If electricity costs rose or tourism slowed, the impact on small communities would be severe. To the west, another border economy is deeply tied to Canada's agriculture and energy. Hydroelectric power from Manitoba helps keep energy prices stable, while pipelines carry Canadian oil southward to US markets. Food processing plants rely on grains and oilseeds imported across the border, forming a tightly linked supply chain. More than 80% of international trade in this region is with Canada. Any disruption in energy or agricultural flows would shake not only the local economy but ripple through the wider Midwest. Finally, in the industrial heartland, cross-border trade is most visible in the auto industry. More than a quarter of vehicle components come from Canadian suppliers. Over $60 billion worth of parts and finished cars move across the border each year. Just-in-time production means even a few hours of delay can shut down assembly lines. Natural gas and electricity from Canada also help stabilize costs. More than 250,000 jobs in this region depend directly or indirectly on trade with Canada. If supply chains were disrupted, factories, energy systems, and entire communities would feel the effects immediately. This is True State Report. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.